What's up? I am Onyx Soul, and you are now tuned into an attuned mind. And I want to talk about fear this morning. That's my heat on in my car because it's cold in the motherfucker out here. We just had that little snowstorm last night down here in Maryland, and I know a lot of people are affected by it. But I work in one town in Maryland, but I'm from another. Well, I work in one town in Maryland, but I live in another one. So, but where I work at is where I'm from for real. So I went to stay over my mother's, right? Because I ain't want to drive up the road and all that ice and shit. But my mom is one of those who are 3D minded, 3D based. You know, she's from that generation where before internet, and she's stuck in her ways. You know what I mean? And a lot of shit. I'm gonna get to my point, but just rock with me. You feel me? You know, I look at my mother and I see what they done to our people and to people in general. When I say our people or my people, I mean melanated beings, okay? And people in general. But you know, you still got that spot for your people. You know what I mean? This ain't no racist shit. So don't even come over here with that shit. But she's so fearful of this fucking virus, and she's externalizing her power. And I come from a religious family, so she don't go to church or practice for real, but she still swears Jehovah knows her heart. You know, I come from a Jehovah's Witness family. But, you know, you doing all the shit that's opposite from what that Bible and what they say at the hall. You know, that's an oxymoron for real. But I was watching the news with her, right? And I don't watch the news at all. I go get my information another way. She told me this morning, she must have felt she had to say it. And she goes, I watch the news to find out what's going on in the world. The news is very biased. But my point is, when it comes to fear, if you want to let go of fear, stop watching that TV, that mainstream shit. At least if you're going to watch the movies and something, you got to be able to see the lie. You got to be able to see the lies. And there's a lot of them, especially in that And I haven't seen mainstream in a long time, like a year or two, because I stopped watching that shit. So when I do watch it, all I see is fear tactics, man. Especially with that CV shit. You know, they got the needles rolling out now. I'm gonna watch my words. You know, they got those out now, and she swears she gonna take it. You know, she's so fearful. I don't want to get that shit, Nat. She calls me Nat. And it's just sad, yo, to externalize your power so you feel that because your power is externalized, you feel that they have your answers. And you look toward them to have your answer. You feel me? All the shit they're talking about, all they gotta do is point to a room that you can't see inside of, which I know you know privacy shit, but you don't see no patients. But you know, you just see the clips that they show you, and then they say shit over it. And you have to be able to feel people, not see people, but feel people. Everything are energies, you feel me? And that fear has got everybody. I was in a store one time in a Dollar Tree, right? With my son. And I'll get away with not wearing my mask in stores. You know, I'll have it under my chin, but I'll pull that bitch down. I can't breathe. So, getting that sun, baby, getting that sun. But anyway, one of the employees tells me to put my mask on. But I correct her. If you want me to do it, and I have to shop here, so I'm not, you know what I mean? I'm not going to say no and then go through a whole bunch of shit to hold me up. You know, I'm making my statement. But I made sure that she asked me to put my mask on, you know what I mean? Then the lady in front of me goes, just put it on because you know you got to do it anyway. And once she said, I'm like, no, it's all about control, y'all. Now, let me tell you something. Government means, the word govern in government means to control. Ment is your state of mind or action. The whole word is to control your mind state or control your actions. Everything is mental, so they're trying to control your mind. You feel me? And when you're aware of the shit, and I mean cognizant, I mean being aware, awoke, whatever the fuck you want to call it, conscious of what you are and what we all are. And then you look at everyone else who lives their days in fear of something that isn't what they're saying it is. Now, there are people who are passing. You feel me? There are people that are passing. A lot. But it's not because of that. Not because of that CV word. You feel me? But because so many people choose, we all choose. Whether you are knowing or not, you are still choosing. You choose to externalize your energy, your power, to the government, to the external God, to forces outside of you, to bring you safety, to bring you happiness. And since you choose to externalize said energy, you are living in fear because that's all that external power, and it is a power, but it's only a power until we all together come together in the same realization that they have no power. So I choose not to be fearful in anything, not even death. And because of her fear, I'm going back to my peoples, because of her fear, you know, she don't want to hear about what's in the vaccine and nothing. I think I said this in another video and shit. She don't care. She's going to take it because she's scared of getting it. And to have that in your mind, everything is mental. So what goes on here, as within, as without, as above, so below, you will bring that to you, to your reality. You feel me? If you think about that shit all the time, it's going to come up. I got an example for you. And I don't know, this may not happen to people, but say you out and you worry about running into the police. You're going to see them. You're going to run into them eventually because you're thinking about it. Right? But all in all, I want to say you have nothing to fear but fear itself. Think about that shit. Understand it. Don't just understand, overstand, and don't just understand, overstand, and understand. To me, understanding is the feel. You feel me? And fear, you know, they teach in the conscious community that it's an acronym that stands for false energy appearing real. really have nothing to fear. It's all in your mind. And when you learn that, you learn to have no fear. Because you learn that your mental state controls what goes on around you. So you choose what to put in your mind. Don't put fear-based media in your mind. And you won't be worried about that shit. Choose what goes in there. Choose what you consume, not just through food. We consume through every part of our being. I'm consuming sunlight and sun intelligence through my eyes and through my skin. I consume life-giving oxygen through my nose and my mouth, through my respiratory system. Okay? You feel me? Put in things that will not cause you fear, and you will see you have nothing to fear of. And you will vibrate higher. That's another way to raise your vibration, is to not live in fear. To live in fear is a negative energy, which will bring negative circumstances and negative entities to you. So again, if you're watching this, we are all part of that God consciousness, so we are all God. God is just an energy that chose to live itself in a physical way on this plane. It's in other dimensions as well. But since God chose to become a spirit, and this spirit chose to come into this plane and into this vessel, I am God. You are God. All right? Especially my melanated people. So remember, you ain't got nothing to fear in this world. But just that. All right? The power's within you. And I love ya. Onyx Soul will be back, baby. So peace out. And I love ya. And have no fear. Because life is good.